Hey there, and welcome back to Trainwreck, an educational monster train series where you watch me struggle at 200 Pact Shards. Go us. Yeah, I don't have terribly a lot to report today. This has been, I would say, a good break from work for me this week, but a remarkably unproductive week for me as far as recording goes. I've just been interrupted so many times. It's been tough. I have not made a lot of progress. I have one video ahead. Whew boy, I really need to do better. It's tough. I had a lot of backlog at one point, and it just kind of got eaten through real quick because I had to take a little bit of time off from things, but it is what it is, I suppose. Anyway, let's play some 200 Pact Shard runs of Monster Train. We have a 1 win streak. We're back on the grind, as it were. We had a quick multi-strike Cold Kalia line, and I ultimately kind of just threw Prince out. I self-infused a Transcendent, and lots of scaling got us the win. There were some big recalibrations along the way because I realized midway through the run that I was not planning around 200 Pact Shard Divinity sweep damage. I was planning around 100 Pact Shard Divinity sweep damage. So I was in a predicament, as it were. Now, we muscled through it. I pivoted mid-game-ish. It wasn't a hard pivot. It was more like a lightweight pivot. Just kind of a mild changeover to a more defensive line because I was playing a little too glass cannony. And that's just something I'm going to have to think about more often when it comes to this particular series, right? It's just different. It's very different. So, anyway, we're on to Sentient. I think she's terrible in this meta. The only thing you really do is cultivate and use her as a draw relic, which I guess makes her okay. She has a big HP bar and is a draw relic, which is nice. You can't really go wrong with that. But Spike Sentient just kind of gets chewed up by everything. It's tough. I mean, I think if I could somehow give her Endless consistently, she would be excellent, right? She's basically a better Titan Sentry in that universe, but you can't just slap Endless on her very conveniently. There's one card that does it from one clan, and one relic that can pull it off if you high roll into it. So, I don't know. Anyway, I guess we'll go ahead and get in on this. So, as always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And let's go see what the Sentient has in store for us today. Speaking of the one clan that could potentially give me Endless, I hope you're all doing well today. I'm doing just fine. Not much to report. It's a quiet day. I'm just kind of playing some Monster Train here. It is late, so I don't know. I'm bad. I'm terrible at life, I guess. It's 4:20 a.m. Ugh, rough. Anyway, we're playing Awoken default with Melting Remnant default. I said that weird, I'm sorry. We're fighting Explosive Sigil Daedalus, Spell Shield Fell, and Patient Seraph. Patient Seraph is tough into this clan combo, huh? Maybe I can reform Sentient a bunch. We'll see. Our cards are decent. Sting, Wicklash, and Invigorating Solution. In a lot of ways, these don't do a lot, but they also help me in the ways that matter. Any kind of offensive scaling is good. We could do something like a Burnout extension into a multi-striker of some kind that is a totally serviceable line here. Alright, let's go check out our situation. We have temples on 2, 3, 6, and 8. 4 temples is good. Dupes are 8, nothing great there. 5, nothing great there. 4, nothing great there. Fine. We have both banners on Ring 2. Let's see, the Remnant banner has the Steel Shop. Good to know. There is another Remnant banner with a Steel Shop on 3 as well. That's an interesting situation. Double copycat floors on the left side there. With lots of early temples. A very flexible start, potentially. That's good. Now then we give up on the steel shop for 4. We do get a good one on 5 though. I like that. The steel shop removal cavern is always solid. And then steel shops on 7 and 8, of course. Yeah, I think that's okay. I would call this not a... I guess it's above average. It's not terrible though, but it's not amazing. Vapor funnel or wing clippings? I mean, I'm going to take vapor funnel because it is just better than wing clippings here, but I'll at least point out that if I get Spike Sentient, this isn't amazing, but fine. I mean, I guess we get Cultivating because there's no universe I click Explosive. And with the Vapor Funnel, I think I can grab this Horde. Oh. Votive Key. Okay. Yeah, alright, that's good. It's not necessarily amazing, but it is good. Oh, this is free. Right, I just give Sentient the Endless and we just let everything go to the Pyre and it's fine. Right? It's actually super no big deal. Yeah, actually, right? Yeah, everything just goes to the Pyre and it's cool. 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 I would like to get all these dregs murdered. Thanks, Vapor Funnel. Wonderful. Just save a ton of HP there. I love it. Let's see. I think I can potentially get this thing killed. 5555. One hit here saves a little bit. That saves a good chunk, yeah. I don't play a unit here. I lose the Collector, but it's okay. Again, look at that value. We, of course, put down Sentient again. Invigorating Solution. May as well Sting something. I could Wicklash this dude. It's pretty good, right? But 10 card draw, good lord. I guess I probably draw this fast enough, right? If I only had the one, I don't think I would, but with 2 of them, I think we're okay. That's not terrible, I suppose. Yeah, I'm not... It's unfortunate. We bottomed both of them. It'll be okay. I think what I will do is I will dreg middle here, and I'll get the other dreg murdered upstairs. And then we just simply play the Sentient into the dreg, right? Yeah. Right, because we will... Yeah, we take these. It's fine. It's really ugly, but it's fine, right? It's just Sentient just 1v1s here now, finally. Huge Votive Key carry, by the way. Razor Sharp is good. Glimmer's probably better. Steel Enhancer. I can rely on the Wicklashes to some extent once I refine this deck. You can get away with things like -1 Spell Chain on this and just make a couple of them. Glimmer's going to be pretty good because I saw the Cultivate line. Now, granted, I could see a Sweeper. I think it's actually Razor Sharp, right? It's early enough. I'm going to grab this. The extra scaling matters. Entombed Explosive is a really good take for the Votive Key, right? I could grab another Wicklash. I don't need it. Purifying Cleanse, I don't think so. I'll take the Tomb. It's a good endless pickup. Now, I don't have a good unit. I'm going to go to the Awoken banner, I think. A holdover is high value here. Even just -1s are okay. The other ones aren't great. Permafrost, things like that. But I think I want the Awoken banner. And I can always go to the Steel Shop again later once I have an actual good unit to put things in. Because consider I see Multi-Strike here. What do I do with it? I hope I see something good in the Remnant banner for it. There are a couple good options, but nothing amazing, so... Yeah, I'm gonna go right. I think it's fine. Maybe they give me Spell Chain? No? Plus 30? Make me regret that Glimmer, why don't you? See it. Remove Consume. Wow, those are terrible. Yikes. Wow, double hollow. I guess you could take these, but I really want to lean into the sentient here. Tough, right? That is how they say tough. Wow, that's really bad, actually. I could take the Hollow, the Awoken Hollow specifically, and hope I find something later, but it really competes with Sentient here, right? You can't do something like cultivating Sentient on bottom and then Awoken Hollow line up top. You need... they just take the same resources, right? You want to heal Sentient, but you also want to put her stats into something, but you also want her to be in front to get hit, but then the Hollow does some other stuff. You could always put the infusion in something and then give it healing and use the endless on Sentient. And then that way the thing would self-cultivate potentially. I think we need to take something. I'm going to take the Hollow. It's better than a Train Steward at least. That's tough, friend. And I'm also going to reroll right now, in case I see a holdover at 115 or less. Yeah, worth. Okay, so with that in mind, Wicklash or Razor Sharp? I think it's gotta be the Wicklash because it opens up melting lines, and with holdover I don't mind, right? Okay, good. I'll take it. Now, sadly, I can't afford the -1 with that, but I mean, I guess it is what it is, right? I have to get 200 shards. Man, these 200 shard runs are just rough, right? I have nothing that benefits from this. What am I going to do? Put a +30 in our store? This just feels so low value. Taking this feels like a mistake. It doesn't matter, right? I guess I could remove cards by infusing. This feels so aggro. This is definitely the hardest part of 200 shards for me, is how many shards are you strong enough to just throw away, right? Because if I do like an infusion just to get a removal here, I'm literally throwing away 25 shards for a removal. It's really bad rate, right? It's a bad ratio. Whereas, I mean, a +30 restore, I guess. Maybe if I had a -1 here, I might consider this, because it would be a pretty sick X5, I guess, but I'm not going to be able to afford it. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything here, right? I think we skip. We move on. This is tough. I'm still only 12 runs in on this series, and it's just tough. I gotta be careful about spikes here, right? Yeah, they turned my vapor funnel into a death sentence. I can't take this. And I am gonna be relying on vapor funnel, so this is tough, right? Like, I think I will play top, so I don't have to replay. The thing is, I can't give the endless to both my units, right? So if I elevator, it doesn't work quite as well. True. Okay, so in that case, I'm going to endless the sentient upstairs. We're gonna put the hollow behind. I'll drag middle. I will start wicklashing, and I'll just sting something, sure. I can get the collector here, which is great news. I will wicklash here. That's also good. This is immediately challenge a vapor funnel. I do not want to keep drawing these dregs, so I can't play them. Also, that upgraded conduit makes me take 5, which is sad. Okay, I can do the entombed explosive to get rid of some trash now. This is why I like having things like that, right? Cool, cool, cool. I would like wicklash, restore. I think it's gotta be restore, right? I think so. Yeah, pretty sure. Cool. I'm already redrawing that stupid tomb now, which is a problem here. We get through it, which is good. Kind of weird putting the heals in the back and the endless in the front to solve this, but I guess it works, right? Yeah, I suppose so. Take 5 for that stupid conduit. Wildwood sap? I mean, if I'm looking to use this stupid hollow in any meaningful way, it's pretty decent, right? Sure, I suppose. Another Wicklash. A Purifying Cleanse, actually, if I use this hollow. This is weird. Am I actually doing this? I guess so. I would like to look for a unit. I did not find a draft, sadly. Would have been one of the ways I would have taken that. Ah, man, I don't have a lot of cash either. I'm going to go left, I suppose. What would they show me? A multi-strike for my hollow friend? I mean, this is Bizarro World, but maybe. I guess, right? I guess. Look at the banner here. Legion? You can see the cogs turning. I have endless. Right? I can endless Legion of bombs here, right? It's pretty decent. Endless Legion of Bombs is an expensive line, but I have the Endless, and it baits Patient. I think I should grab the Legion here. It's very powerful, and it gives me a very good vector for... Also, another plus 30 gross. It gives me a really good vector for what to do with this infusion right now, which is a concern, right? Yeah, we're going to do Legion of Bombs. I'm going to give it the votive key at every opportunity. I'm going to buy this multi-strike, and I guess we're just having a backline Awoken Hollow. I guess. And the cavern says, what? Sacrifice for money? Well, it's good. Am I comfortable enough to take 25 here? Probably. I think I will be this aggro. I don't know. This is difficult because it's not good, but it's fine. Well, this is a weird run of Monster Train. I'm already not confident. Man, I have to take shards, don't I? Right? Ugh, gross. So gross. This is not good. These intrinsics are terrible, right? It's not good. And this plus 30, I mean, you could just, hey, plus 30 this Purifying Cleanse again or something, but these are so bad. Can I get 200 shards otherwise? Let's say I get one more unit and do another infusion on ring 6. That's 65. Then it's 85, 95, 25 here. That's 120, 130, and then 25 here. So it's only 155. I would need to dupe some nonsense, or I have to take something here. So I guess I'm going to plus 30 a restore, just because I think I need to take some shards here. And we're going to move on, save my cash for this Merchant of Magic. Okay. My turn every turn is going to be really funny, though, right? Like, yeah, literally, Sentient, Hollow. I Purifying Cleanse here. I get 2 dregs killed. Hey, seriously, we're going to play the Legion nonsense here. I literally can't play the Legion here, can I? Because, yeah, reasons. I have to play the Wicklash. Wow, that's tough. I think the Restore is better here than the Razor Sharp, which is kind of weird. I've never played this line before, by the way. Is it good? Hell if I know, right? Like, and then if Sentient dies, it's actually just fine, right? I guess, right? Again, if it walks, I don't care. Kind of weird. I mean, I guess I play the Dreg, and then I to get rid of a Train Steward. I can't be drawing these, right? It's just so bad. It's tough. I don't want to take the Extinguishes upstairs as a big problem here, but... maybe we're okay. Maybe. That's a lot of stats. I mean, the backline Hollow has a ton, too. I mean, we can finally do Wicklash, and then Legion of Bombs drops in for 300, right? Which is pretty cool, I guess. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, it's going to be a big blast. I do like the Legion once we get it in. I think I have to take Ember here, or else how in the universe am I mean, we win on this floor. Yeah, okay, true. Good chat. Right. Yeah, we're fine simply because the Legion is excellent. Pick one. I'm okay with that. Hallowed Halls is badonkulous. We have such an expensive deck, but this is perfect here. Okay. Another Legion? You see the gears turning. It's really sad about the Shattered Shell now. Right, seeing the Shattered Shell now. But we have the Legion of Bombs, so I'm okay with this. But I do want some kind of an infusion here that doesn't suck. Revenge. Summon a basic copy of a Motive Wax. This is basically me deciding on an infusion for Hollow. Full stop. Which is something, I suppose. These are not good. It's self-infused, but then I can't dupe something else. Oh man, it's really unfortunate I didn't see the Shattered Shell before I saw this multi-strike. I think we take it. Oh, it's not good. It's not good, friend. It's probably fine. It's probably fine, right? I don't get to make this decision for a while. I have to pick something, I think. This is better than literally nothing, and it's better than the taking space, because I'm going to have to take Ember here. My deck is way too expensive. So, Shattered Shell, I guess. Maybe they show me another... maybe they show me another casual multi-strike, and this run gets a little more comfortable. Horde says... Channel Heart? Golden Vault? I think Golden Vault is wrong here. Channel Heart's okay. I have Stings, right? Refracting Lens? I mean, that is 10-8. I'm going to take Refracting Lens here, actually. I don't think the plus 20s are enough. So we'll take the Refracting Lens. I'm looking for that Pyre Health. -1. I happily put that into this Wicklash that's holdover. That's important. No double stack here. A 20 consume is kind of whatever. I'm going to spin it. Am I? I guess if they give me a holdover, I would put it in Legion. I mean, Hallowed Halls. Permafrost, huh? It's okay, because I want to take this -1 anyway. It's good to put into this super small restore, because this small restore now becomes a really good dupe target for 10 shards, which I'm fine with, right? I'm good with that. I'm going to cut Train Stewards because they are difficult to do anything useful with whatsoever. And I guess we upgrade here. Cultivating 2. Okay. Would have actually taken spikes there, I'm pretty sure. But alas. This run's weird, and I don't like it. I don't think this run is actually strong. Because I'm... hey, Mark of Invasion, let's go. Because I don't feel like I'm answering anything. Right? I just don't feel like I'm solving problems on this run. Am I just gonna play the Shattered Shell? No. No way. You put Sentient up top, and we just kind of let her chill. And then I just get Shattered Shells sent to the grave, I suppose. I do want to play the Invigorating Solution, 100%. Big value. I guess we just get Shattered Shell killed. I guess I can Hallowed Halls him, right? Sure, why not? It's fine. He did something, I guess, right? Yeah, so we get Legion in play with the bomb. Good. I can play Awoken Friendo. And then I guess I can play 4 dregs to death on the bottom. Yeah, okay. What a weird setup. Yeah, that's strange. It's gonna be Legion with Endless. He doesn't die, which is very funny. I would like to Wildwood Sap, almost certainly. I could Sting this outright. Save the 30. I think that's probably correct. Yeah. Good job, Legion of Bombs. Good job, friend. We appreciate it. Yeah, Wicklash comes into play here. We just get Humongo heals. Sure, sure. Little bomb friends doing decent work. I'm gonna leak something, but I think we chug through this lad. Great news. Oh, I lose bomb, man. I need to give him Burnout 1, it looks like, yeah? True. Oh, I take 5. No fun. No fun. Odd floor. I guess it's fine. Sucks taking both those curses there, but fine. We're okay, though, right? It's a weird-looking floor. I mean, I guess it wins, question mark? Sure, man, sure. I don't think this wins the run, though, right? Pyrogrow? I might actually seriously consider Pyrogrow here. Ah, man, my draw is really bad, though. And I took Ember already. I think I'm okay. I'm going to skip this. I guess I could take the Wildwood Custodian as an infusion, but that's terrible, so no thank you. Memories of the Melted. Fatal Melting, Memento Mori. I guess it's healing, right? But I don't need that, I don't think. It's not terrible, but I don't have a payout for this. This is just too low impact for me, so I'm going to skip that. What do we have? A Divine Artifact? Yeah, I mean, Divine Emblem of the Exiles is pretty good here, right? I do love that. Actually, that's terrible if they can't kill my Legion, so instead I'm going to sell it for money? Yeah. I could have taken the Grindstone. That might have been necessary if I'm really scared of this upcoming one, but I don't know. I'm going to the right. I have to take the money. Merchant of Steel says, I mean, they show me an Endless, which is fine. Definitely cutting the last Train Stewards here. What does Endless do for me? It means I don't need Votive Key, but what does that actually do for me here? It's a good question. What does it do for me? It's not bad. It's good if I die on, if I like lose Sentient and the Legion on the same turn. I should probably take this. They showed it to me, so okay. The plus 25 would go in Hollow here, but I'd really like to see if I run into a multi-strike. Because if they show me multi-strike, I put it in Shell, and then I just give up on my Hollow. And a plus 25 is not that big of a deal. Yeah, no, they didn't. But they gave me the Heartstone, so I guess we're doing Hollow as my line here, and this is just going to be weird as hell. No burnout 1, by the way. I don't think I can wait around here, right? I just don't. I think we're having a backline hollow. Yeah, I mean, I have to do this infusion on ring 6 or I think I kind of lose. It's a bad infusion, though, man. That's tough. Large stone. Make him big. No. Yeah, I think we have to do this. And then I rely on Vapor Funnel and healing? Legion of Bombs to do a lot of work, I guess. It'll have to do... I think it just has to work for me here. And now I hope for something good from the caverns. Yeah, okay, Minor Refraction is really good for Mr. Bomb Friend, right? There's a consideration, of course, to put it in hollow, right? It lets me play on another floor, but Bomb Friend is going to get played a whole bunch, and it makes everything small as hell, right? Just so tiny. Yeah, okay, that's good. That's good. I like that a lot. Big fan. I lose the burnout 1. Of course, that sucks, but eventually enemies will do enough damage that this won't be a problem. Which is good. And everything in my deck is really strong right now. As long as I can eventually cut these dregs, and once I do the infusion, we get rid of the shell. So I think we just actually cut a dreg here. And chill. I would like to take some -1s, I guess. Merchant of Magic. They could show me a holdover, in which case I could do some stupid things with Hallowed Halls, if I also see a -2 on this run somewhere. So save my cash. There's value in that. We'll move on. I think I will be relying a lot on card removal here to get my numbers down. I don't think I take space, fortunately. Thank you for the bombs. I could take this, right? Yeah. It's weird, but I can definitely do this. We should punch the front line. The first wave is free. Yeah, that's a good example of, like, I don't even have to play the Endless here. I just put the Endless in the Sentient, and then we bomb downstairs, and he's good. In fact, if I give him Razor Sharp Edge, he dies easier, which is funny and effective. Right? That's cool. We put Hollow down, and then I play the Legion of Bombs here. If I put it in front, it's good. Right, it kills the front dude. Yes. We get that. Good. Right, because they attack into spikes was kind of the whole reason I did that. And then I just play this man again middle, and he kills most things. I do want to heal upstairs. I think that matters. We're going to do the Wicklash line here. I could double Sting. Let's see, 10 comes in, then 6 comes in. Doesn't change a ton. We came close. I don't think we actually kill this dude, right? I'm a little concerned about that. Give my man Wicklash. Ooh, actually we get there, which is unbelievable. You put a little Legion friend down, and it's strange but effective. It doesn't actually change anything, but it's weird and works. What a strange run. I think we can chug this man, right? We're going to get to the point where I have the stats upstairs. What an odd run. This man is going to punch the actual hell out of me, right? Well, but we're still just chilling, I suppose. I get through the kill. It's pretty good. I do lose Bomb Friend, but it's going to be fine, right? No space for him. This will be better on later combats when things actually can kill my dudes. We didn't leak, which was pretty incredible. It's very funny looking. Oh, and then I can just absolutely sandblast this man with hallowed halls. Pretty good, huh? Yeah. That's very funny. Yes, we of course win here. Cool. Okay. This actually might be shaping up into something that isn't terrible. Gnarled root. You just make me sad. I guess, I mean, I grab it because, I mean, there's a universe this does something more than 25 gold. Focus Growth is a pretty good card. I'll snag it. It's good -1 choice. Subsuming Blade, Memento Mori, Engulfed in Smoke. I don't think so. I don't have a ping, do I? I guess I don't. That's really weird. Am I going to rely on not having a ping? How many magic shops am I seeing? 1, 2? I mean, I have all my upgrades, right? There's not much I can do. Awoken Hollow's set. Legion is set. Alright, so I go Magic Shop, Magic Shop, Magic Shop. I might have to go to that dupe, though. I can get a bunch of -1s here. My main consideration is if they show me a -2, then 4 -1s is valuable. So maybe I take this Subsuming Blade? I guess so. It's a good one. We'll take it. I'm going left here. Horde says Fate's First Blade. Hell's Banners is okay, I suppose. It's a lot of extra Ember, which might matter. This Rage is low impact on my back. I guess I take the Banner, it's fine. We do the Infusion. I do get the Spell Chain, which is nice. Shattered Shell, sure, man. I guess. Right, it's not great, but I need to do something here. Let's see. Double stack. I need things that do not increase my Ember costs, so I'm going to do a -1 on Wicklash, because that lets me put the Spell Chain in it comfortably. Yep, I'm going to purge something to be determined. I have to take everything here. Stackstone, no, I'm going to reroll. Holdover again. Holdover Hallowed Halls is potentially disgusting here with the Hell's Banners. Huh. Potentially. I have to... it's a tough one. -1, I think, goes into Focus Growth here. Or Subsuming Blade, Dealer's Choice. I think it's Focus Growth. Draw me my cards faster, please, video game. And I'd like to keep the -2 option open. Yeah, okay. I'm going to hold over the Hallowed Halls. This might not be helpful right now, but I think this has a ton of value later. I'm also going to 20 and consume... what? A Restore? Purifying Cleanse is just better than Restore here, right? For sure. I'll consume a Restore. That's more HP, by the way, which I think I'm cool with. And we're going to chill on our cash. I'm going to go to this cavern, hopefully high roll. Petrified Heart is a great way of losing. Blood for Blood is kind of excessive here. I'm going to take the Heartstone, and I guess it just goes into this Awoken Hollow monstrosity. And I guess... sure, buddy. It's something. I'll move on here. Oh, I have to take the Purge. Never mind. Don't skip it. I suppose the Purge here is just the Restore? Sure, I have to take something. Okay, we move on. I might do a Dreg Self-Infuse out of necessity later, which is kind of unfortunate, but fine. Right, so it is... Sentient Endless. Shall, friend. We play the Sap. I will take the Razor Sharp. I guess I Sting. It's fine. And then we Mega Legion of Bombs this. Seems good to me. We put down a dreg, which does some work here. We get a sting upstairs. I will restore. I think I actually punch this floor if I Hallowed Halls here. Right? Oh yeah, we totally do. Yeah, because they all pop out here, yeah. Cool, cool, cool. That's good. Cool. And so now I can't really get what I want, right? How does this not kill? Oh, I think I see how. We get the Legion down. That's good because it punches. I will play Mr. Purifying Cleanse. We'll draw it fast enough. I will take the 20 Purge. And I'm going to Invigorating Solution to draw around again. Mid-floor is cleared. Right. We finally get Wicklash in play. Yep. I wish to draw cards. And I wish to big restore value. Is this better if I... It does do damage, right? Really strange. Really odd, but I think it's okay, right? I finally get my little man back. Yeah, I think so. Let's see, stings in middle, puts some numbers through. He goes pop, pop, and then dies, and then they don't do anything. Right, I can actually Legion bottom, and then I can press the Hallowed Halls button. Right? I can push Hallowed Halls here. Oh, interesting. They get so much armor off of this Legion because this man is upgraded, which is very scary, by the way. But I guess them's the breaks. Yeah, it'll have to do. Right, because they attack at least, which is something. And then, I mean, we kill the big man, which is something, right? I'm happy for that. I think a single sting does some work here. I do want to play this guy. Now I could do that same thing again, right? I Legion here. Then I think if I simply play the Hallowed Halls, this looks better. Right, and I Razor Sharp the man with 80 life in the back because he terrifies me. And then I Focus Growth upstairs. And I play out the Drag at long last. Yes, I think that's all true. We get the Wicklash. We do deal with this man, which is great news. I Sting. I Entombed Explosive middle. I play the Hallowed Halls. You ever notice how much armor I've given Fel here? That's pretty scary when you think about it. I should consider killing one of my own friends on middle, but it doesn't... I can't play him again, huh? I guess I'll just regenerate here, it's fine. Yeah. I think our top floor is probably okay. How curious. I could just Hallowed Halls this floor, right? I do want to Wicklash, of course. Do the obvious things. If I kill my man, I can scale this thing, and then I can Hallowed Halls it all back, and it's okay. I do want to scale Subsuming Blade, so we'll do that. And I will Hallowed Halls here, I think. It's not amazing, but it's something. Ah, this forces me to draw this dreg back, doesn't it? Sure does. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Not ideal, huh? Not ideal. That's a good chunk of damage, though. What we're seeing there on the bottom is nice. Let's see. There's no way I can get the Legion in play, is the problem here, right? True. So don't even bother. Yeah. What a weird run. I mean, fortunately, we do a ton of damage with these little dudes, which is good. That puts me in a really solid place here, yeah? Yeah, we're fine. In large part thanks to... Yeah, it just super in large part thanks to top floor being rock solid and relentless, which is pretty cool. There's just a lot of HP. Yeah, it's pretty good. Does this win? Man, I don't know. Awoken's Rail Spike is potentially a decent payout, but I have so many expensive things that this is also kind of scary. I guess I grab it, though. I think card draw matters. Right? I think it is card draw, probably. I'm good on Ember with the Hell's Banners and Fell's Remorse. I think it's draw. Space is a consideration for just more of my friends, but my friends being the, what's it called? Bomb dudes. Is it even possible for me to go to the Divinity here? I didn't even think about it. I think I have to leave 2 dregs in and do an infusion, and then we're okay. Yeah, I had this moment of, hey, am I actually killing myself here? Ew, explosive all the way. No, thank you. Magic Shop, yes, please. -1s. I think I have to go to the dupe, right? I mean, I technically do, right? Actually, I only get 50 max from the temple, so that's 190. So I have to go to the dupe, which means I have to just commit the -1 into Hallowed Halls here. It'll be fine. Permafrost is not it. +10 is something. You put that in the Purifying Cleanse at this point. It's just a decent thing to do. Sure, why not? No Permafrost, reroll it. I want the -1s. I wish to make Focus Growth free. Although Subsuming Blade 1 is better because the Awoken's Rail Spike might hit it, right? Make things just cost 1. Then I 20 consume the Restore. It's fine. And we chill. We move on. Guess so. Yeah, okay. I don't know if this wins. Mark of Invasion. Think of the directions here. If I put Sentient up top, this is okay, right? No matter which banner unit I see, we answer it. Yes. Yeah, so like with this one, you do Sentient first, then you do Explosive Friend in front. We just card draw here. 1, 2, explodes. Didn't really plan that out all that well, I don't think. I guess I could give him some stats if I felt like it. I suppose you might as well, right? I have the Ember. Why not? Yeah, I was worried about this. Oh, the sting cascades. Check this, right? You sting once. Watch this. Awesome. You know why that's amazing? Because it clears the floor and also gets me my space for my Awoken Hollow friend. Also, that is a really terrifying floor. It had to be conduits, man. Jesus. Had to be conduits. we at least kill something here, but holy crap. I mean, I'm just eating dirt here, right? There's no way I scale fast enough to kill this Gilded Wings. This floor is insane. Is this line also bad in 200 shards? Because at 100 shards, I would be at maybe 90 or 80 right now, and there's just no universe this all three of these get upgraded. This floor, by the way, is perhaps one of the scariest floors in the game. I'm just going to put the dregs in because I need to do these 9 damage hits, right? Yeah, I just... Is this too slow? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I do believe so. Give me the Wicklash here. Give me as much scaling as you can reasonably give me. I mean, we just eat dirt. Do I lose here? No, I don't think so. Yikes. Yeah, I'm gonna kill my man, which kills my man, which kills my man. Weird how that works out, but we take it, I guess. I then Hallowed Halls this floor, I'm pretty sure. I need to kill this big dude. Yeah, sure. Although I think if I Hallowed Halls here, it fills the floor with dregs. So I would rather not have Endless on the dreg. So let's play the tomb down. I Hallowed Halls middle, which at least brings back some things that do some damage. And then I hop into... I want to save... I'll top into something. We get at least the Subsuming Blade out. How curious. I guess I take the stats, right? No reason not to. I mean, this man beats our face in, which is, like, just the way of the world, I suppose. Yeah, there's like 40 life gone. Okay. Once we get the scaling kind of going, it's not too bad, right? We at least clean that up, and then I can put this man downstairs, and, like, cool. Like, this starts looking better. Do I Hallowed Halls here to clear the floor? No, I'm going to play the Restore. I did this intentionally, right? I intentionally decided I wanted to save some of these consumers because I assumed I would be taking a big hit here. I intentionally dropped Hallowed Halls there. I don't think I need it. I have the Endless. It's fine. Yeah, we just play him again downstairs. I take the 25 upstairs. Wicklash. We play the Invigorating Solution now to heal back a little bit. Take the Razor Sharp. Sure. Do as much scaling as I reasonably can. Yes. I think I'll heal my front line here. Sting the boss. Wicklash where it counts. Restore. Sure. Yeah, that's a lot of damage we're doing. And then I can just drop this little Entombed Friend again. Yeah, he's pretty strong when you put it in perspective. He's pretty good. And we're pretty powerful upstairs as well. I think I actually should Subsuming Blade him here. Yes. For sure, that was correct, by the way. Focus Growth. I do not want Hallowed Halls here. Yeah, it's all the same, right? It's no big deal. We lose a little bit, but it's fine. I wanted to get the kill there. We're doing all right stat-wise, which is pretty good. Once I actually get rolling, this stupid dude in the back is actually doing okay, which is very strange. We ate third, 26, I suppose. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, actually. Engraft is basically a dream card here. I just have a Rejuvenate trigger, and I want to draw cards, and it's good, so sure. That's good. We take these. Resin removal might actually be incredible. And I think it is, right? Yeah, I'm going to grab it. I have to go to the right. Yep, no choice. Boons, Temple says a -2. Well, screw me, I guess, right? It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna take it anyway. I'm gonna put it into the rail spike to get the value. It's fine. I have to take the 10 and piercing into something. Yeah, I suppose it's a sting, right? I guess. Sure. Maybe I see something else? Steel Shop says another multi-strike. I don't know. This is going to give me Firestone housing, question mark? You need Firestone housing, question mark? Yeah, see, Thorn Casing. That's funny. I'm going to grab the Lost Luggage, probably. Yeah, we're going to drag into drag here so I can actually go to the Divinity, which is sad, but it's just what we're doing here, I suppose. It's just how this is going to work. We hit the 15 mark. We'll hit 20 by Divinity for sure, so I'm going to put it in Graft, I guess. What am I doing? What am I duping here? Legion? 2 of these die every turn, and then I just play Hallowed Halls on them every turn. Is that actually good? Probably, right? I mean, this seems insane to me. Man, this is tough because at 100 shards, this crushes, right? Is this good enough into 200 shard trample patient? Is this good into Divinity? I don't know. This is tough. I just need to play these runs out, right? I just need to try it and see how it performs because this could be great. This could also be bad. And it's really hard for me to just theory craft it in my head right now, especially if I'm trying to not spend a million hours on this run. So I'm just going to take this thing. Mentally, this makes sense. I take the 10 and piercing into something. A sting. Fine. I go in here. I'm going to buy Lost Luggage. And then I'm going to buy a bunch of removals. I'm going to cut the train stewards because, the dregs because they flood my reform pool, which is bad. Yep. Okay, that's all my cash. I don't have any room for this stuff. We'll be fine. Man, I wish I could have gotten that Burnout 1 in there, but it's fine. And I guess we chill. 205 out of 100. All right, patient. Either send me to the Shadow Realm or let this run end peacefully. Because this is it. Yeah. Yeah, all right, let's go. This is weird because Melting has some very powerful lines at 100 shards that fall off a cliff at 200, and I wonder how that affects the way I see everything, right? How does that hurt Melting's overall stance, in my opinion? It might hurt it a lot, actually. Really hard to say. I'm gonna sting mid. Yes, I will consume the restore for this heal. I'm gonna stop the Ember Drain here. Guess I sting something, sure. Fine. Maybe he goes downstairs? No, he doesn't. It's fine though, right? Because I can do both floors and be okay with this. Right, we do 1 Legion downstairs, 1 Legion middle. I play the Invigorating Solution. I do think I need to play my cards a little bit here. These are important scalings. And then we call it on that. Yep, you gotta go some other floor. Yeah, cool. Like, this is good. Just blows up the whole wave. And then we play the Legion middle. And we sink a lot of stats upstairs. And then I Wicklash upstairs. And then I Hallowed Halls middle, which floods the floor but kills them both. Unreal. Oh, buddy, that's good. Restore, Focused Growth, Wildwood Sap. I do want to take the subsuming blade here. Yes. Cool. Just an astronomical amount of stats coming in. Good. He goes middle. Cool. We do Legion. Legion. We scale upstairs. Outlet Hall's downstairs, I'm reasonably confident. Yep. Cool. I'll sting there too, sure. I then draw 3. Drawing 3 is pretty good. It -1s the 2 legions. I only get to play one of them, but that's probably okay, right? I guess we have Sting. I can't actually play any of them because of that. It's fine, though. I think we're going to be okay off that because mid-floor is squared and so is bottom. We take a hit upstairs. It's cool. Our lower floors are cruising at this point. I do need to stat up a bit here. Those are important. Sure. I'd like to draw a card. Mid-floors probably fine. I'm gonna Hallowed Halls downstairs. I reasonably think that is correct. Good. Subsuming Blade. We'll do that on the back here. I do want to leave space open, actually. So let's pop one on middle then. Cool. Razor Sharp is probably worth it upstairs. I think so. Cool. Alright, man. I think you gotta go somewhere else. Cool. We then get Legions in play. This is gonna be fun, I think. I play these on bottom. Top floor looks okay? Yeah, it does. Good. Yeah, the Legions going to 1 cost is gonna be fun here. And then we Hallowed Halls this. And then we do a whole bunch here, which is nice. I get the Wicklash. I'm going to start healing up our person in front. Yes. I guess I may as well resin removal to save 2 here. Sure. Right, he has to go middle here. We Wicklash, Engraft, Purifying Cleanse. And I think I need to Hallowed Halls downstairs to clean these out. Yes. Yes. That's really satisfying to watch. And now because they're 1 cost, I get to still play them both. We sting once, it's fine. I take the Restore upstairs, it's fine. Cool, and now I flood the downstairs to the best of my ability, I believe. True. Wicklash, Wicklash, Wicklash. Big heals go in front. We sting. Razor Sharp. I need to prep for Relentless here, which I think we're going to be okay on, because now I just dropped the Hallowed Halls, right? Yes. Yeah, cool. We just drop all that. This blows up. Yeah, this works out in my favor, right? Tons of damage. Good. And we play both of them again. This is worthwhile. This is a good trade. It's a good casual 680, which I think is value. I focus growth upstairs, put it in front. And we're just kind of casually setting up a big number upstairs. So I think we're in an okay place here, right? If we win, we touch nothing. All right, I mean, we touch nothing. Let's go. Cool. Great news. Honestly, 1 HP. I could have killed him with Vapor Funnel there. All right, I mean, Patient, not that bad. actually. So Legion of Bombs did well there. And I think Legion of Bombs gets us through this? Right? I mean, Harvest Waves are going to be real scary, right? That's true. That is a true statement, friend. Incoming Legion of Bombs. It does something. Let's get this stacking going. Burnout 3. I want the Invigorating Solution. I'm already drawing 9, actually. Let's Wildwood Sap instead, and then I will Hallowed Halls here. Cool. I mean, we get a lot of... It's gonna look weird, right? But it's fine. Right. So what you do is... This is gonna be weird. You do Legion, and then you Subsuming Blade it, which pops out 2 dudes, which Hell's Banners me. And then you Legion, and then we Hallowed Halls it. Yes. And then I Rail Spike it to make them cheaper for the exact same reason as before. And our mid-floor should be set up to kill the next mid-floor. Yes. Does a ton. Good, good. I sting. I restore. I restore. I think I do clear the spikes on mid-floor, on bottom rather. I think that's going to be pretty good. And I think I do hold over the Hallowed Halls here. Right. Okay, I mean, it kills the front too, which is really strong, honestly. So I'm fine with that. If I hit... Okay, that's scary, but I think we'll be okay. Because I can sting front, Subsuming Blade back, in Graft, we just hold over Hallowed Halls, and then I Razor Sharp here. It's not pretty. I think we eat a little bit on this floor. Yeah, that's pretty tough, yeah. I do Legion on middle. Scaling in. I don't die from this, I'm reasonably confident. Right? This is a perfect amount of healing. And then I pump some into that. I save the restores and the other things here. I think so, right? I need to make sure I can heal back up. This floor hurts a crap ton, doesn't it? Good grief. How much damage is this doing to me? I should vaguely look at this, right? This is, I mean, these guys are doing, squeeze me. He has how much? 210? And he hits me at 11s? Divided by 35s? I mean, he hits me 6 times for 66? And... Oh, right. Hold up. Let me run the math. I'm taking 72 plus 66. I'm taking 138 damage from this? Are you kidding me? Oh, we just straight up lose, actually, right? Whoa. Okay, I mean, I live this turn. Let's slow this down. If I did my math wrong, I will reset this combat, but this might just be too slow. Right? This might just be not good enough. Yeah, that floor is gonna beat the actual hell out of me. This dude has 900 life. If I had burnout 1s, man, this would be so much better. Ugh. Yeah, these dudes... Oh, they actually do... I do better because of that vapor funnel effect. We're actually super chilling. Like, I mean, not chilling. This hurts a lot, but... Like, yeah. I technically have, like, a little bit more HP than I expected right now. But... Yeah, we just lose, though. Right here. Oh... Yeah, I mean, we just mega die. This is... Oh, man, is this another line that just loses? Okay, this is done, skis, right? Let's re-roll this. Man, I hope this line doesn't lose. I enjoy this line so much. Ah, man. I hope this isn't just a loss. His win's at 100. Okay, alright. Sentient, same deal as before. Let's get in the Entombed Explosive. The only thing I can think of that potentially is a consideration here is to save as many of these. What do? You don't play these and you don't cycle them back, maybe? Maybe I don't play the -1 on them with the rail spike. Maybe. That might be a thought. It's tough. I have to play this correctly. You play one Legion, we shoot it, give me the Ember, it lets me play the other Legion. Maybe I play them on 2 separate floors? Maybe. That might be it, right? We hold over this thing, potentially, probably. I think it's good to do so. And then I don't throw it away. See how that looks. That might have been too aggro. I don't know. Is that too slow, potentially? And then we get Legion 1, Legion 2. I do... My Hollow dies, actually, right now. Yeah, sure. That seems funny. Is this good enough? Look how much armor I'm giving this floor. Oh, no. Oh, it's funny as hell. I guess I could have Hallowed Halls upstairs, right? I think I would have to do it down here, but sadly this Sting doesn't do an extra 10 damage. I should have bought the stupid relic. I think the resin removal might be bad. Yeah, I think we have to Hallowed Halls downstairs. Yeah, it at least kills 2 of them, right? 130. I think the Sting does not change anything, but there's not many other Stings that I care about. I guess This is an annoying draw order here, but I think I have to do it this way. I think so. I think the damage from spikes matters. 150 armor to my back, dude, by the way. That is kind of a disgusting amount of armor. And we just keep playing into it, I suppose. Weird. Yeah, it's explosive. Explosive. I have to Hallowed Halls upstairs? Yes. Because it brings my friend back, which is an important piece of reality. Wicklash. I think I have to Subsuming Blade the thing that has, I don't know, 500 armor in the back. Ugh, weird. Cool, we get Sentient back now. I think I play the Purifying Cleanse first. Scale this thing. Then you play Sentient with the Endless. Then I play Explosive Middle, and I do the bomb here. Okay. The big advantage here is I have done a little better on higher health, so I might not auto lose, which is fair. That is fair. 235. My man is doing how much to me? 445 minus 235 is 210. Divide that by 35. That's 6 hits. 6 hits times 25. I mean, he does 150 damage to me. I just straight up lose still. Unless I can somehow pull off more damage to him here. Like, I mean, you put the stings in, right? We hope for the best. Right? 235 out of 415. That's still... How do I get a better number here? I can get 2 damage there. What? I have to... Oh my god. I have to Hallowed Halls. Wow. Yeah, alright. Check it. You Hallowed Halls for the scaling. Because it lets me put in the stupid Entombed Explosive upstairs. Which puts it over the edge. Unreal. Unreal. I should have played the Focus Growth first, but it's fine. He dies to Vapor Funnel. We still take the draw power here, but that's... So wait, do I throw away Sentient? What the hell? Hold up, friends. Am I dumpstering Sentient? Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. That's a lot of incoming damage. Wow. Friend burns out no matter what, but we still play it. We have to play 1 Legion middle. That's good. I need to get the other Legion in play. Do I just drop Sentient out of here? Like, what, and do what? Sentient and then Hallowed Halls Sentient and then play the Legion in front? I get this resin removal. Does this help me? Not really. By the way, this Shade Wings is doing 90 damage. We might pull this off by some unreal miracle. Mid-floor looks clobbered. I do have to put down the Sentient, right? There's just no way around it. I need to do that. So I can then Hallowed Halls her away. I think I need to play the Entombed Explosive in front and then Hallowed Halls this to get more kills. Except if she ends up in... Oh no. How does this work? It gets reformed to the back? Yeah, I thought so. Okay, that's good then. We do the restore upstairs, the big one. It's good because it keeps him alive. And I play the... Right, I play big restore here. Drawing 3 is actually really important because it means I can discard the Legion and get him back immediately. So I actually take the Awoken's Rail Spike here for 3. Right? And then we do the Invigorating Solution to heal, and we let that Legion sit because I cycle it back and I immediately redraw it out of necessity. Right? Yeah, true. By the way, thank you, Vapor Funnel. Very cool. Cool. Saved me like 300 damage of the pyre there. Yeah, see, you forced to redraw it here, which is actually really strong. So now I can do... I have Endless on this Awoken Hollow, which is unfortunate. I will give him a Purifying Cleanse. I will pop him with an Engraft. I will scale him a little bit. This looks bad for Relentless. It sure does. Legion. Legion. Sting. I take the Wicklash, and then I Hallowed Hall's middle, which comes close to killing it. Also, I guess Sentient is here still. Very strange. Okay, I mean, top floor is going to be cleared, but I think we are going to lose regardless. We do Legion. Legion. I then have to Hallowed Halls here to top off my Hollow, pretty much. I play the Wicklash first. I play everything first, right? And then we Hallowed Halls this. Right, that's important. I don't play these cards. Right, top floor is dead, but we now set up our dude downstairs, and I hope that he can pull this off. So we do... Wow, what is happening? I do Legion first. I Hallowed Halls it. I messed it up. Wouldn't have mattered anyway. I only have 4 rounds. Yeah. Wouldn't have mattered. I forgot about the stupid Sentient. I was thinking I would put 2 bodies in front, but he only hits 4 times. You think about the math, that's 400 times 4, it's 1600. Doesn't even come close. Is there a way I can do this without... I'm going to do one last reset. If there's a way I can do this without having to sack the front Sentient... Because if I can stabilize my healing, this works, right? It's really wild that I'm struggling so much here. This is a perfect example of another line that just does not work at this shard count. It just doesn't do it, right? I think I have to play the early turns the way I did. There's no way around it. Absolutely no way. You do the exact same thing. I thought through this a million times. We spread them out. It's fine. I do have to play the Hallowed Halls here. I think it's important. Sure, where a man is going to burn out upstairs, unfortunately. I guess I could not play the Purifying Cleanse. Is that the trick? This is so gambly, though, right? I mean, man. If you don't play the Purifying Cleanse, your top floor stabilizes. I have to kill out the Sentient in order to kill the boss, though, is the main initial problem. So, like, this works out in my favor. Although, I guess I can just Hallowed Halls upstairs, right? I didn't give them Endless. That's kind of funny, right? We just immediately Hallowed Halls the hell out of this, pretty much. Order doesn't really matter too terribly much here. I guess, that's fair. I mean, sure. It works out here because of the attacks, right? Yeah, it works out on this case simply because of the spikes. And then I have to Hallowed Halls upstairs to create a floor that doesn't die. And I have to Subsuming Blade this 5 million HP enemy. And then we just play Big Wicklash. What an interesting floor. Oh, I made that significantly worse, didn't I? I did. I'm taking 1 million damage this way. Yeah, I'm taking 1 million damage when you do it like this. We at least put some number in, but it's not pretty, yeah. Okay, I mean, I'm gonna eat this. I think this way is at least somewhat stable. Somewhat stable as I take 100 damage. It's definitely not good, I'll give you that. But I killed the boss, so I'll also give you that. We do Legion, Legion. I think I have to do the hit on bottom. Let's see, big restore energy, we like that. Big restore energy, I like that. Big focused growth energy, probably. Yeah. Both of these guys are dying, right? Because they take 6 here and then they attack into spikes, which is pretty good. Mid-floor doesn't get much better than this. I guess I could just blast them, right? I might do actually significantly better if I Hallowed Halls downstairs, right? But I want to Awoken's Rail Spike without pulling them. Well, that clears a lot more. I could draw 2 and then not have them next turn. Which is okay, right? We do enough damage to clear this next wave. I don't think it's correct. Actually, it might be. I don't. Well, I think it's fine. Yeah, I changed my mind. I think it's okay. Right, this floor is, of course, that situation. They attack into spikes, which is great. That floor is nuked. Right. I mean, this was the thing, right? What if I Hallowed Halls upstairs? Really, question becomes who gets the Endless, then? Is a concern, potentially? I have to keep the Sentient alive, which is a concern. I don't have a choice. Yeah, I mean, that's bad draw order, huh? That is how we say a bad draw order. I eat dirt here now. I sure do eat dirt. I take nothing from the back, but I get... and nothing from the front, but I get bashed by the guy in the middle. We definitely did not stabilize here the way I wanted to. This would have looked a lot better if I had simply not played that Hallowed Halls. It could have mattered. Oh man, 290 divided by 35. He hits me 9 times. I mean, he does 90 damage to me. I am just dead. Man. Alright, we're going to try one last time. God, this is such an aggravating run. This run, man, it feels bad because this run is so powerful at 100 shards, even with this stupid Awoken Hollow, right? Even with this idiot unit right here, it is still incredibly powerful. I'm not gonna play the stupid Purifying Cleanse, it's fine. Like, regardless, this absolutely annihilates. The mini-bosses just have so much HP that you can't really, like, do anything about this. It's just not good. Yeah, I can't do the shenanigans to reduce their cost here. It's just not allowed. Which is unfortunate, right? It's just super unfortunate to not be able to do that. And our turns are basically laid out for us here, which is truly not great. I'm just gonna tell you like it is. It's not good. Yeah, it's just not good. Yeah, not a fan. I don't know what else to say, though. I mean, if we lose this one, I'm going to accept it, but it's just kind of the way of the world, I suppose. We deal with this pretty handily, but I finally get the Wicklash in play, which is good, I suppose. Oh, let's see. I can kill this guy and save the 100 damage, which I think I have to do here. But I have to play Legion followed by Legion here, which is important. I have to save 90 damage, which is important. I have to restore. Do I? I think I have to Wicklash, actually. Have to Hallowed Halls. Yeah. It's not ideal. Not ideal at all. Right. So I leak this redirector that does 1,000,000 damage to me because I didn't Subsuming Blade it. That's funny. Very funny joke here. Monster Train. Extremely funny joke. Buddy. Well, here we go blasting. It'll have to do. I don't have a choice, really. This man hits me how much, by the way? How big is this number? That man hit me for 35 damage? That's insane. Yikes. Incoming Wicklash. Save me. He's got 80 life? That's 3 hits? I mean, I'm alive. Legion. Blast bottom floor. Restore is important. Focus growth is important here. Sure, I don't really have a choice. Yeah, I don't really have a choice here, I don't think. He pops me, but we're not dead, which is something. Top floor, however, is indeed dead. Wow. Wow, that's a problem. We at least punch one. That's something. And I can replay the sentient there, which is good. I need to Legion bottom. I need to, for sure, prep this man for death here with that. Hallowed Halls. I need to Invigorating Solution here. Let's see. Sting that man. Sure. I will take the Razor Sharp. I think there's value in that. Right? Yeah. It'll have to do. We're not dead, which is good. Right? Just remember to play Sentient first here. And that's really the only thing I can say here is we must put Sentient down, which changes this whole floor. And then I have to put Legion. And then I have to bomb Legion here. I'm worried about my Awoken Hollow and Relentless right now. I need a big heal him right now. It's kind of the unfortunate reality of this. Let's see. Yeah, I have to Hallowed Hall's middle. There's just no way around it, right? It's true. I'd like to kill the Light Wings here. How curious. Is my Relentless floor, if I care? Let's see. Could kill my own unit, which I don't think is actually worth it. I could kill the top unit, which I think does help a little bit. Punch does at least 100 through. I would rather punch the Light Wings, though. right? Because he hits twice. He goes pop, 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 pop. It's actually good. I think it's important that I self-shoot here in the back, because that kills the light wings too. And then I do not rail spike. I restore upstairs because it's what I can do. Yeah, I need to draw my friends. I can't play the spike here, right? There's no way around it. We deal with the boss floor, or at least the mini boss floor, which is good. We take these. I get the engraft, which I'll take. I play in Legion, and then I blast him, which pops out enough to do enough here. I will play the focused growth and the Wicklash. If I can find enough heals, this maybe does it. Maybe. Okay, we find a heal. I get 200. I do have to play Legion here. I get another big heal. I don't think we win, buds. I'm just gonna say it like it is. I think this is the end of the road. I could have maybe gotten 90 more life here. If I had... Well, no. No, I just played the heal cards, right? It's not enough. I would have needed to pull back. I might have been able to get it if I... What? I don't know. I don't think I can ever pull this off, right? We're just shy all over the place. Which is unfortunate, but I think it's just true. Yeah, I think that's just it. I'm trying to imagine a world where this pulls it off, and I think we just come up short and we just take an L. Like another loss on a melting run. I really think this meta punishes a lot of cool lines that work at 100 shards and just do not work here. I don't know, it's 6 a.m. I can't think of any other solution. I've replayed this combat 4 times. I think we're just calling it an L. This is the best I've gotten this whole time, and it's still not even close. So, like, what are the final numbers here? It's like, you just punch a few times. I get like 6,000 here, or like 600 rather. If I get under 5k, yeah, he beats the hell out of me. All right, well, GG. He had a lot of life left, so I don't know. All right, Legion of Bombs doesn't get it. Run summary. Now, granted, this Shattered Shell Awoken Hollow nonsense is not great. Like, this is not good, but this works at 100 shards. Like, it's enough when you have the Legion of Bombs here. Like, this is supposed to be really strong. I mean, maybe if I had double extinguishes, right? I should have chased some trinket shops, maybe. Double extinguishes gets us there for sure, but yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it. Our floor is not amazing, but again, this is just a case of 200 shards is really punishing. I can't, this line doesn't get there unless you high roll, right? If I had the Waxer Snuffer, we take it, but we didn't, so I lose. I don't know. I don't really know what else to do. I'm open to your ideas. If you have comments in your watching of this video, things that you think I obviously did wrong or whatever, let me know. Otherwise, we're back on a 0 win streak. There might have been some possible infinite stupidity with like Awoken's Rail Spike, remove consume nonsense. Sure. I don't feel like chasing infinites. I already spend too much time on these videos. It's tough. Infinites are something I did a lot more before I recorded for YouTube. And now that I record for YouTube, I just look at an infinite and I go, I would rather lose. Especially on a series like this where I'm learning anyway. So I don't know, hashtag deal with it. But man, this run feels like it should be good enough, but it's not. So I'm interested in your thoughts. What do you think I missed? What do you think I skipped that would have helped? Do you think I should have given up on the hollow? I don't think this would have been nothing. Going into the Shattered Shell, I don't think would have worked better. I don't know. Anyway, let me know what you think. Back on a 0 win streak. Oh, buds, look at us go. Losing on melting. You know, this is interesting. I think melting might not be as good as I want it to be at 200 shards. These really powerful lines that should be very convincing just fall off. They just don't hit the requisite numbers. So I guess it is what it is. Anyway, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like or a dislike if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and stay tuned for hopefully a win next time. Take care, folks. Blah.